Okay. So today we will learn Satipatthana, body contemplation, Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana. Okay. Contemplation of the body. Under contemplation of body, there are several meditation subjects. However, we will focus only on mindfulness of breathing, which is practiced by Bodhisattva before he gained enlightenment. How the Buddha teach mindfulness of breathing? According to Satipatthana Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya, number 10, Buddha said, and how bhikkhus, does a bhikkhu abide contemplating the body as a body? So this sentence there is a very important point in this sentence. Buddha said, abide contemplating the body as a body. For example, Anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing in, breathing out. So we see this breathing in, breathing out as a body. Does not belong to me. Contemplating the body as a body, not contemplating the body as mine or myself. This is a crucial point in this paragraph. So when we're contemplating the in-breath and out-breath, we do not think in-breath and out-breath belong to myself. We see in-breath and out-breath simply as a body as a body, not belonging to myself. This is very important point that most practitioners, even the teacher, neglect to explain. Okay, so then when he contemplating, so how he contemplating the body as a body, and Buddha continued to preach. Here a bhikkhu gone to the forest or to the foot of a tree or to an empty hut, sit down, having folded his legs crosswise, set his body erect, and established mindfulness in front of him. Ever mindful, he breathes in, mindful, he breathes out. Okay, so here, in order to practice this concentration, mindfulness of breathing belong to concentration practice. We have two practices. One is called concentration, the other is called insight. So now today we are practicing concentration. So to practice concentration, you need to go to a quiet place, not in the city. Like Appamada is a very quiet place because sound or noise is a pawn to the concentration. So in order to develop deep concentration, you have to come to very quiet place, like under a tree or to an empty hut. And sit down, having folded his leg crosswise. Crosswise means like that. Doesn't mean full lotus. You can put your foot like that. For beginners, I encourage you to put the foot like that. Don't crosswise, because it will cause pain in your body. So you put too flat on the floor, and then it doesn't create any unpleasant sensation in the body. Okay. Then set his body erect. For concentration practice, you have to sit very straight. Why? Because you are breathing in and breathing out. If your body is not straight, your air, the flow of the air is stuck somewhere. Therefore, it's necessary to sit erect. The posture. demand the strict posture. Okay. And established mindfulness in front of him. This is also very controversial point. Establish mindfulness in front of him. In front of him in Pali we call Parimukhang. Parimukhang, somebody, commentator translate in front here. But according to Vinaya, I think it translates as around the mouth. Around the mouth. In front is quite big area, but around the mouth is smaller area. So mindfulness in front of him. So how should you keep your mindfulness? First, you keep your mindfulness in front of you. Then, ever mindful, you breathe in. Ever mindful, he breathes out. So this is a beginning point. Keep your mindfulness in front of you. Mindfully breathe in. Mindfully you breathe out. And I believe that some of you are not beginners, and you have been instructed to keep at one point. And this is not mentioned in the sutta. To focus on one point under the nostril is not mentioned in the sutta. Sutta only says keep the mindfulness in front of you. But commentator, Visuddhimagga, commentator say that put at one point. This is what the commentator say, not the sutta say. Sometimes you must be able to differentiate what the commentary say and what the sutta say. Okay. So you keep your mindfulness in front of you in a bigger area. If you keep your mindfulness in a smaller area, smaller spot, sometimes it may cause a lot of tension on your head. And the nose will become very hard, stiffen, become very stiff. Then after sometimes you cannot meditate at all. This is the dilemma faced by those who practice Anapanasati, because they focus very small point under the nostril. So if you focus very tiny point under the nostril, it demands lots of focus. Then it causes a lot of tension. You cannot enjoy your meditation. Therefore, I would like to suggest you to keep your mindfulness in a bigger area in front of you. But what you should emphasize is your breathing. Your breathing is most important. It's your subject, it's your object. So you keep your mindfulness in front of you, then mindfully you breathe in, breathe out. For beginners, I'd like to encourage you to mentally say, breathing in, breathing out. Mentally say, okay? Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Just awareness in front of you. Okay. Why is necessary to say it mentally? Because for beginners, the mind is very unsettled. Since the mind is so unsettled, we need some mental recitation to kick out the restlessness. So if you mentally say breathing in, breathing out, then your mind will not think of something else. Okay? And if possible, you can count as well for beginners. Even for first sitting, second sitting, you should use counting method. Breathing in, breathing out 1. Breathing in, breathing out 2. Breathing in, breathing out 3. Sometimes breathing in, breathing out, forget. Don't know 4 or 5 or 6, 7. Cannot remember at all. Then this remind you that the mind is restless. Right? So when you cannot count fully up to 8, it is also a reminder to you that your mind is restless. Then you can quickly focus again your mind. Keep your mindfulness again on the breath. Then start with 1 again. Breathing in, breathing out 1, breathing in, breathing out 2. If you can count up to 8, it means that from 1 to 8, your mind is not restless. So it's a type of reminder to you. And also because you are busy counting the number, so your mind will not distracted by the thought of thinking the past or planning for future. Okay, so please count your breath from the 1 up to 8. So this is the first step, sitting. First step, you sit mindfully, sit erect, and keep your mindfulness in front of you. Then count. Breathe in few times first. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. It's not necessary to follow the breath up to the head or down to the abdomen. It's just mindful of the breathing in and breathing out. Okay, and keep the mindfulness in front of you. This is the first step you should learn. And after that, Buddha said, breathing in long. He understands I breathe in long. What does it mean, breathing long? Sometimes your breath, it takes a longer time. Breathing in, only stop. This is called long breath. Okay. Then breathing in, out, long. When you breathe out also, breathing out, only stop. Oh, then this is a long breath. You must know. If you know this breathing in long and breathing out long, it means that your mindfulness is sharper than just breathing in, breathing out. Just breathing in, breathing out, your mindfulness still superficial. But if you can know you are breathing in long, if you can know you are breathing in, you are breathing out long, then your mindfulness has developed. Your observation become more precise. Okay? Then breathing out, breathing in short. He understands I breathe in short. Or breathing in out short. He understands I breathe out short. So sometimes it's not long breath. You breathe in, stop, very short. Breathe out and stop, very short. The breath from the beginning up to the end is very, very short. It's called breathe long, we call short breath. Breathing out also same, very short. We call breathing out short. Breathing in short, breathing out short. You also must understand whether it is short, whether it is long. Okay, especially for those who are no more beginners, you have to understand long or short of the breath. But don't purposely make it long or make it short. Okay, let it be natural. Okay. Then the third step, okay. He trained thus, I shall breathe in, experiencing the whole body of breath. He trained thus, I shall breathe out, experiencing the whole body of breath. Okay. Here we come to a very controversial point. This experiencing the whole body, Pali is called Sabbakaya Pati Samvedi. Sabakaya, whole body. The commentator explained the whole body as the breath body. What does it mean? It means that you're breathing in from the beginning, middle, and the end of the breath. You know it very clearly. It's called breath body. When you breathe out, there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. So you know it very clearly. This is called Sabakaya according to commentary. However, some monks do not agree with what the commentary say. For example, the American monk Thanissaro, he does not agree with what the commentary say. He said that Sabakaya is the whole body. So he teach the way that breathing in, he is aware of the whole body. Breathing out, he is aware of the whole body. He does not focus on only breath. While breathing in and out, he aware of the whole body. This is according to Thanissaro, American monk in Los Angeles. Then a question may arise in you. Then what should we do? Since there are two different points of view, what should we do? So I'd like to share with you my opinion. To me, whatever way that helps you to calm down your mind, whatever ways to help you to break through your concentration, that is your way. So you can try the first, what the commentary say. Breathing in, beginning, middle, and the end. It's called Sabakaya, the whole breath body. But if you follow that, when you follow in this way, it causes a lot of tension. It causes a lot of tension in you, causes a lot of tightness and stiffness. Then it may not be suitable for you. Then why not you follow what the Bhikkhu Thanissaro say? Breathing in, breathing out, aware the whole body. And because your mind is no more on the small area, so the tension, stiffness, all will go away. And if the stiffness and tension go away, and you can develop the mindfulness on the breath with the whole body and develop rapture of joy and happiness, then why not? Why not follow this way? Right? Therefore, now I have been practicing, with many different teachers. When I'm very new in my practice, I think all of you have the same experience like me. Because the mind is not open. The mind is very closed. When you learn one way already, then when some teacher teach another way, you say, no, he's wrong. Because we tend to cling to our comfort zone. We are used to use it. We are used to practice in this way. Even though we don't break through, even though we don't make progress, but we still attach to it. We want to stay in our comfort zone. Therefore, when you heard somebody say something different, you may think, oh, he's wrong. This happened to me as well when my mind is not open enough. But after I open my mind, when this way, you practice this way, although it's taught by a teacher, but you cannot make progress, you cannot break through, then it's a time for you to change. Try another way. Maybe that another way within 10 days, you break through. Therefore, just a share with you. As a practitioner, you have to always keep your mind open. Okay. So many of my students or not necessarily my student. Those who practice Anapanasati with the instruction only focus on here under the nostril, small point, will cause a lot of tension. Up to the extent he cannot close his eye anymore. The moment he closes his eye, wow, all tension. Then if you cannot close your eye and meditate, how are you going to meditate? Right? Therefore, when you stuck somewhere, you got to examine what's wrong with your technique. Your technique may not suitable to you. And at that time, you should be open enough to make a change for your own benefit. Okay? Since that's why what commentaries say may not necessarily agreed with you. Therefore, there are many different monks, may also support what the commentaries say. So the most important is your own experience. Now, if that method works for you, go ahead. If that method doesn't work well with you, then change a little bit. So long you can develop concentration, that's good enough. Right? Okay. So I should breathe in, experiencing the whole body. I should breathe out, experiencing the whole body. So there are two ways of explanation. One is only focus on the breath, beginning, middle, and the end. The other, you are breathing in, breathing out. At the same time, you aware the whole body. This way is more relaxing. But whether it can develop good concentration or not, you try yourself. Okay. So up to this, because the meditation may not be so smooth. When you sit for, let's say, half an hour, a lot of restlessness, then a lot of pain arises in you, and you cannot concentrate on your breath. At that time, what should you do? Here I would like to share with you there are two options. One is you can ignore the pain, but for beginners, it's not easy to ignore the pain. So at that time, I would like to suggest you to shift your attention to see the pain. When you shift your attention to watch the pain, don't say pain, pain, pain. Don't say like that. If you say pain, 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 it will become more and more painful to you for most people. Therefore, that type of contemplation may not be agreeable with you. Then what should you do? Then you should watch the pain and say, not myself. Pain is not myself. Pain is not myself. Pain does not belong to me. Pain does not belong to me. Say it again and again. Pain arises because of having the body. It's a conditional phenomena. You should not contemplate in this way. Why? Because when you see pain, we as an ordinary person, we have one wrong view we call Sakkaya Ditthi, identity view. So this view will come up, will pop up, come to the surface of the mind and cling to the pain as my pain, my pain, my pain. When you watch the pain. So when you watch the pain and yet you say my pain, even though mentally you didn't say, but deep in the heart, you identify that pain as yourself. When you identify that pain as yourself, that pain becomes even worse. Both physical pain plus your identification, that pain becomes unbearable. Therefore, to ease your pain and to not attach to the pain, you should mentally say that the pain is conditional phenomena. Having the body, the pain arises. Pain does not belong to me. It's a conditional, a reason phenomena. Keep telling yourself in this way, then the pain will not be so strong. You can bear with it as long as you do not identify the pain as yourself. Okay? Similarly, the restlessness and the sleepiness. Because today is the first day, you will face sleepiness. So when sleepiness arises, you also must know, sleepiness is not myself, it's not myself, it's not myself. Keep on telling yourself, sleepiness is not yourself. Or you can open your eyes, or you can stand up. Stand up and mindful of your breath. Try these few ways, but don't walk. During meditation section, don't walk in the hall. Okay, standing up, you will not feel sleepy. Okay, so these are the few things that you should remember. Suitable for beginners and suitable for advanced meditator. If you are a beginner, it's just mindful of the breath enough. Breathing in, breathing out, 1. Breathing in, breathing out, 2. Count up to it again and again. If you are the advanced meditator, you should be aware of the breath, whether it's long, whether it is short. Or after some times, you should know the whole breath. You can breathe in, breathe out, where the beginning needed and the end, or you can breathe in, breathe out, aware the whole body. Okay, so don't start with the difficult one. Start with only simply breathing in, breathing out. Then as the concentration goes on, you will naturally know there is long breath or short breath. You will know it. If you do not know it, you pay more attention to it, then you will know it. Okay? And if any hindrances like pain, sleepiness, restlessness that arise, that disturb your concentration, you cannot focus on the breath anymore. You should try to note, to contemplate that phenomena as not myself, not myself. Mentally say, not myself, not myself. Okay? Conditional phenomena, that's all. When it passes away, then come back to the breath again. Okay? Okay. Then for the walking meditation, there are many ways of walking meditation. You can choose whatever way you want. Usually, I don't force people must follow my way. If you want to practice Anapana throughout the day, while walking, you can concentrate on the breath. You stand, breathing in 1 step, breathing out 1 step. Okay? Breathing in, breathing out. Synchronize your breath with the step. Breathing in, 1, then breathing out, right step. Breathing in, left step, breathing out, right step. But your focus must be with the breath in front of you. Don't put your focus at too small point. Avoid this. Okay. Or you can do 4 elements meditation while walking. You stand. You must know 2 things only. While standing, you aware of the feet touch the floor. How do you feel? Softness or hardness? Usually it's hardness, right? Hardness. So you aware of the hardness. Then when you walk, lifting your foot, because of the movement, then you say wind element. Wind element. Wind element, wind element, wind element, wind element. And when you stand again, you feel the feet touch the floor, hardness. Then you say earth element. earth element. So you focus only 2 elements enough. Earth element and wind element. So stand, feel the hardness on the sole of the feet and say earth element, earth element. Then walk wind element, wind element. Then stand again, earth element. So gradually, because our retreat is very short, if we have longer retreat, I will teach you how to practice 4 elements meditation during walking. But for today, just know 2 enough, earth element and wind element. Okay? Okay, so enough for today. Later you can ask question if you have.